first time I've been here, and I'm impressed.
These are the lectures which are giving you an idea about the future, where the whole trend is going, where we are moving.
Speakers can, have high quality speech with really new information over there. So yes, it's interesting.
Good morning, everyone. It's good to see all of you here this morning. I'd like to welcome you as we start the CeBIT Global Conferences 2013. My name is Brent Goff, and I have the privilege again this year to guide you through the next 4 days. We're going to be exploring our smarter world. We're going to be spending more time in the cloud. We're going to ponder the death of complexity, and we're going to go big on big data. I'd also like to welcome our viewers who are watching online via live stream. You can take part in our conversations this week, just like the people who are going to be sitting in the audience with us. And if you tweet it, chances are we will ask it. All this week, you can send your question to us on Twitter, hashtag CGC13. So just remember that hashtag CGC13. You can also follow us on Facebook, and I promise I will try to include as many questions as possible during the Q&A time with our keynote speakers and our panelists. Now, some of the biggest names, some of the biggest thinkers, the movers and shakers in the ICT industry will talk with you right here beginning today about where our connected world is and where it's headed. This year we've decided that maybe 3 stages are maybe a bit better than just having one. I mean, we've got the center stage right here, but this year we've added 2 others. Just around the corner, you're going to find the power stage, which will be offering more than 20 workshops that you can participate in. There's also the open stage, which is just downstairs. That's a speaker's corner, if you will, where entrepreneurs and startups are going to be telling you why they deserve your attention. You'll be able to ask them questions directly, give them direct feedback about their ideas. Now, no matter where you find yourself during the next 4 days, we'd like to remind you that the Global Conferences is a place to network. There are thousands of people here, just like you, trying to learn where the industry is going. We would like to appeal to you this week to seize the opportunity to talk to the person sitting next to you, introduce yourself. You might just find yourself making a deal before the week is over. We want to begin today with a man who is known everywhere here in Germany when you talk about making trade fairs successful. I've interviewed him several times before about the philosophy behind trade fairs, the strategies that go into making fairs like the CeBIT and the CeBIT Global Conferences successful. He is one of the Global Conference's biggest proponents, and it is part of his job. He's a member of the board of directors of Deutsche Messe here in Hanover. That is the company, of course, that is home to CeBIT. So it's my pleasure to start us off this week by welcoming Mr. Andreas Gruchow. Here we go. Thank you.
Hello. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you at the first day of the CeBIT Global Conferences. I would really like to welcome all of you here in the room, as well as I would like to welcome all of you attending live. As Brent always mentioned, we have a tremendous success in following the speeches, the reports here live as well. Nearly every slot, every speech is attended by approximately 1,000 to 300 followers live. And during the full length of CeBIT Global Conference last year, we had 22,000 attendees following live via internet. And if you got the whole 12 months period during last CeBIT, after last CeBIT, till today, more than 100,000 persons followed what was presented here during the days of CeBIT at this podium. We are very happy about this success, and that has been the reason why we tripled the program for this year's CeBIT Global Conferences. As Brent always mentioned, we have 3 stages right now: the center stage, the power stage, and the open stage, with very different formats. The power stage for the workshops, as well as the open stage, like something like the Hyde Park Speakers Corner. You have many speakers in the open stage. Everybody's presenting 20 slides, each for 20 seconds, about latest updating technologies, etc., etc. We are very happy to have at this year's CeBIT more than 4,000 companies attending, like exhibitors giving presentations, etc., which is nearly exact the same figure as we got last year. But once again, the biggest momentum of CeBIT is getting the international audience by visitors, by you attending us, visiting us, having intensive business talks with our exhibitors, as well as the followers live anywhere in the world. This year's motto of CeBIT, Share Economy, is a well-chosen one that was proven by the many speeches we already got yesterday during the opening ceremony and during a pre-opening conference we had yesterday as well. To share means a lot of things. On the one hand, it's a must. If you see the development in the developing countries, if you see the rapid growth in any specific field of many, many different industries, if you see how rapidly the demands, especially in the developing countries, are growing, it's a must to share resources. For example, nowadays, here in CeBIT, of course, it's about cloud computing, but there's daily business right now. That's nothing really new, but the applications are always very new. Share means also sharing resources like any car sharing model, etc. Sharing tools while you would like to do something and you need a specific device for. Nowadays, it's very easy to get access to the internet, maybe via your smartphone, and look for the specific tool you need, maybe just for a few seconds, for a few minutes, etc., for the things you have to do right now. So there's no need anymore to purchase things to do something. But share, in the meaning of share economy, means also that the customer plays an important part in every development. And this means the real big difference to how products have been developed, designed, etc. in the past, and how they will be developed, designed, etc. in the future. Because every user of a smartphone nowadays has his own tool. The smartphone is something as a tool for production. Users produce something while adding certain demands to a specific technique or a specific thing you would like to use, you would like to purchase. You share experience via your smartphone. The smartphone as well is your device for communication, as well as the smartphone is also the thing where you consume this information. So it's one device for very specific and different needs. And the customer, by doing so, plays also an important part, and that's the main difference, from the very early beginning, while setting up the criteria, the demands for developing a future product. By getting more and more knowledge what customers are looking for, what the experience of customers are with specific products. And it doesn't matter whether these products are software, for example, or whether these products are machinery or consumer goods. While introducing and integrating this experience all of us make while using these, that's the most important input for the different R&D teams in each company to develop the products customers really looking for, and not what a specific marketing department think they are looking for. That makes the big difference. So while using these new methods of sharing knowledge, sharing experience, getting more data from customers, what they are buying, and getting very different patterns of customers purchasing these and that, might purchase also other things, etc., etc. That means this at least have a significant influence on the design of products, how to sell them, where to sell them. It has also a significant influence how to design maybe shops, consumer points of contacts, etc., etc. So that means a completely new structure of procedures, how to design, to build up, or to sell, or to use these products in very different industries. So this year's CeBIT 2013 is full of the latest trends and technologies and products for this kind of share economy. So the question nowadays is not whether you own something. In the past, it was important for individual persons to own something, maybe like a car, to have your own experience, to collect your own data in a company. That's not the future. The future is to share these information, to share products, and while doing so, there are a lot of chances that anybody on this planet has the chance to get a much higher level of living standard, to use many more things when many inhabitants of different countries wouldn't have the chance to use if there's not the chance to share. And it offers the chance for a much more rapidly development of specific things, programs, intelligence, products, etc., etc., and also to share experience for a better world tomorrow. So it's an honor, being member of Deutsche Messe, to welcome the high potential list of very well-known speakers on the next day's conference program. So for today, we have lots of CEOs talking to you about share economy, for example, like the CEO of Siemens Enterprise, CEO of Shell, etc., among others. But I would like also to mention the Polish, German ICT summit we are going to have here today afternoon. And both ministers of economy of Poland and Germany attending this summit. So please stay here listening to them. Poland is the partner country on this year's CeBIT, offers lots of opportunities for business, use the chance for contacting and use the chance for networking among yourself. Many thanks for being here. Thank you.